Hello everyone. Now, someone left a comment under one of my videos asking me to look at passive skills, and I thought it was a good idea, so here we are. Now, passive skills or passive abilities are abilities that you yourself don't activate, but activate when certain conditions are met. So for example, some passives might require you to hit an enemy, some may require you to drop below 50% health. Like, there are skills that work in the background. Now, the obvious question that a lot of people will ask is, how important are passive abilities for improving my character and progression through the game? And my answer is that they're useful, but they're not that important. I think that enchanting your equipment, upgrading it, making sure that your gems are mythical are way more important than passive abilities. Having said all that, like I said, passive abilities can be quite useful. A good example of this is Adaption, which raises your critical rate and block rate. If you do a critical hit, this skill will come into effect, raising your critical rate by 5%. This is very useful because it means that you don't actually need to have 100% crit rate. You could have 97.5% crit rate, and this skill will raise it to 100%. Rage is also another interesting passive skill, which is activated when your health drops below 40%. It increases your movement speed and attack speed, and this is useful because it's basically your fight or flight mode. You can either run away really quickly, or you can stay and fight, and with the enhanced attack speed, it is more likely that you kill your enemy. One thing to note about passive abilities is that you should only be getting the ones that benefit you the most, or you're just wasting your skill points. For example, if you're a character that uses a lot of mana, like a mage, then the passive skill Rush of Energy could be quite useful for you, because it allows you to use your skills more often. Having said that, if you're a character that doesn't use a lot of mana, like my archer, then this skill isn't as useful, so it would be a waste of my skill points if I used it all to try and get to that passive skill. So to finish off, passive abilities are quite useful. They will improve your character and they can give you little boosts here and there. Having said that, they're not going to carry you through areas. So the next time you get a skill point by leveling up, think very carefully how you're going to use it, because the more high level you get, the harder it will be to level up, and so the harder it will be to get more skill points.